the camper car, everyone. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. I gotta find a more logical, secure way to handle this so I'm not dropping my phone all over the place and dealing with the shenanigans every single morning. We're getting there. We're gonna fight through and do the next right thing for ourselves. So the theme of the day is fight, not in a physical way. Fight for what's right. Fight for what we need. Fight for our brothers and sisters out there in stress and pain, and fight the darkness in our heart so it doesn't overcome us. Um, let's get some coffee in us before I get going. Let me get this all going and set. Doing we know what we're doing. Slow and steady, nice and easy. We're gonna get there. It's just gonna take a minute. Where's my car? Here it is. There's the coffee cup. There's the game board. Hope everybody out there in YouTube land. James, good morning, good sir. Scott W. Finally, good morning. I know a little bit later than usual. It's still inside the parameters that I laid forth. I'd like to be a little bit earlier, but I'll be honest with you, man. I'm sleeping like shit. That tree kind of, shit on my brain a bit, I think. I'm not sleeping too well there at the house, man. I didn't really think about it. I knew it was there. They knew it was there in Rotten. And, but then when it fell, man, and this acknowledgement that it could have took my life, and it fell right over top of my bed, man. I think that's part of this anxious nature where I'm having a hard time resting at the moment, and I don't know, I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, the theme of the day is to fight, brother. You know all about it, Scott W. We fight every day. We fight to get up. We fight the darkness and push forward and not listen to that whisper. Sometimes we need a reminder that we must fight the good fight for what's good for us and the people around us. Awesome, James. Awesome. We're going to get you guys some rolls here in just a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me get my coffee brewing. Let me get my brain going. Okay, it's not. One of them days, man. When you don't sleep right, everything's off, right? Nothing's right. It's and that's kind of how I'm feeling, man. I don't sleep in a tree and it's bullshit and these people trying to put the liability on me. It's my fault their tree fell, and they know it's their fault. They admit it to being rotten, but they basically told me I'm SOL because I don't have an insurance company to sue them, and I don't have the money to fight their insurance company, basically, is what I'm being told at the moment, and that's stressing me out. But to drink a pint of Crown Royal last night and skipped the gym this morning. One of those days, one of them days. Holy shnikes, you guys are communicating greatly. Appreciate you guys. Do you have, again, with no, I don't have homeowners insurance, man, but it's a trailer. I own the trailer, they own the lot, and they knew the tree was rotten. Now, it would 110% be on that. Why is this so? Is this okay? It would 110% be on them. If I had homeowners insurance and then they'd sue the lot. The lot has liability insurance, and they acknowledged to me that they knew it was rotten. But they try to act like, they don't remember the conversation now, and it's stressful, man. And it looks like I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight my best to not just roll over and die. To not just roll over, man, and not being able to sleep there is fucking gonna drive me nuts, man. Because I just waking up to that bang, man, really opened my eyes to the danger I'm in there. And then talking to the guy there that works at the maintenance man, admitting that there's other trees around there, and that they skip over getting this maintenance done that should get done on their property with their trees because they don't like the price of the tree removal because they're cheap and shit. What other trees are going to come down there, right? What other trees are going to come down there, right? That's what I'm at. I'm just trying to figure out how, with that, with everything. I don't get it. I don't understand people. Should it be idealistic? Yes. Did they just say, hey, I got this liability insurance. We knew the tree was rotten, man. We should have done something about it. Let's take care of you. Then I'd feel safe in my own home, But first of all, the first interaction I had with them, they lied to me and tried to say they didn't remember the conversation. And now they're now the park maintenance dude is admitting that he fucking and that just right there, I guess it got my nerves set, man, when you said that shit about fucking. But yeah, we're gonna fight it. We're gonna fight the darkness. We're gonna push forward. I'm not gonna be steamrolled on this. And it's just another indicator of how, it's time to move on, man. But I got to figure that out. I got a handful of money into that place. It's a lot of money, I guess, over the years and what I've done with it. It might be a trailer, but done a hell of a lot of work and put a lot of effort into it. There's a hole in the roof about yay big where part of it pumped through, but it distorted and bent up a bunch of the metal, and it fell right on the peak. And there's a big dent where it fell, and I'm not sure what's going on underneath the peak, man. It hit hard, bro. Like the whole house shook, and I woke up in one of these guys, and yeah, it was. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I got some. Oh man, I got some. Flex tape over the actual hole that I found, but here's the thing, I haven't even touched any of this stuff, got up there, cleaned it up or nothing. Anyway, we're going to talk vigorously and excitedly about how we're going to fight. We're going to put that aside, and we're going to move forward and do the next right thing to the best of our ability. And that's take care of our brothers and sisters, get our coffee in us this morning, understand that we must fight what's good for us. We must fight for what's good for us, not necessarily physically. Most of the time, it's a spiritual and emotional fight that we have to come to terms with. We have to push forward and do the next right thing to the best of our ability. Sorry, I'm skipping over all your guys' shit. We'll get you guys a couple rolls here in just a minute. Just give me a second to get going. Like I said, I didn't really sleep so great last night. Crank. Yeah, we did absolutely amazing yesterday. We're going to push forward and do the best we can to do well today without expectations. You guys did absolutely amazing yesterday, keeping everything in check, helping me keep up. We're going to keep learning and growing on a daily basis, doing what we can to do the next right thing to the best of our ability. I'm going to try to start a little bit early, but man, I might have to resort to sleeping in the camper car again, man, even though I'm here. I feel like I'd sleep better in the camper car in a Walmart parking lot knowing a tree's not going to fall on me, man. I actually get some fucking rest, dude. I do have that irritated, sleepy, no real rest feeling today, and that'll drive you nuts. But the theme of the day is to fight against that darkness in our hearts, this pain and suffering. Scott, we got you. Double sixes this morning. Look at that, Scott. You're doing absolutely amazing, brother. We're going to push forward. Scott W. And we're going to fight today, doing the next great thing. Let me get my head together, get some caffeine in me. I definitely need it this morning. Put you in the Sea of Champions there. And let's roll for James. He's got a 7. There we go, James. Come on. There's another 7, James. You're not doing too bad. There's an 11. James, nominate a champion, brother. Nominate somebody in your life who has made it a better place to be. And we would appreciate that deeply. I just lost the cap to this, and I'm not going to fight that. I got other battles to fight this morning, starting with me getting up, getting moving, and getting over this fact that I didn't sleep well last night. But we're going to do this together, guys. We're going to move forward. Yeah, it all sucks, but that's life, right? That's life. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to move forward. We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out. We're going to fight for ourselves and this. We're going to fight vigorously for our emotional and spiritual well-being. We're going to fight to stand our ground against the tyranny in this world and the neurotic bullshit, because people can't just take their responsibility. You're putting lives at danger, and it doesn't even matter to them. As long as it's all about the dollar, right? It doesn't have nothing to do with anybody's safety around there or what anybody's doing. Hello. I nominate MD. Awesome. We appreciate. I'm sure she appreciates. I'm sure we'll see her soon. But yeah, that's a good nomination there, James. We're going to have to pick a day soon and do something with all of our winners here. Another day I can't think, man. It's hard to get moving when you're running on no sleep. Anyway, I hope everybody out there on YouTube's having a great day. If not, if you didn't sleep well, push through and fight about it. Fight this spiritual and emotional fight so that we can come together and do the next right thing to the best of our ability. It takes time, effort, and compassion for ourselves and vigor to know that we're not going to be compressed. We're not just going to be snuffed out of existence and be told there's nothing we can do about it because we don't have any money. Because that's basically what I'm being told here. Oh, you can't sue us? Fuck you. Okay, I can't sue you? That's dumb. I'm a human being that my life's at risk. Man, we'll figure this out. I need to take a breath because I'm already getting a little bit overwhelmed about this shit, being tired and not, and it's the whole scenario with this bullshit and these people too. I trusted my park manager, man. Trusted her completely, but you're gonna look me right in the face and lie to me Now I don't try you. My whole Jesus, I can't even think today. Jesus, I need to get some rest. Anyhow, and slow and steady. Let's slow down. Let's put that aside. Let's reach out to our brothers and sisters. Hello, JJ. How we doing, brother? Hope you're holding up well. Nominee MD. Hey, JJ in the house. My brother, my mother, my sister, my uncle, whatever you like to be called. We don't give a shanty shenanigans here. We're all about love and respect for who you are as a human being and how we're going to help each other fight today for what's right. We're going to move forward and we're going to be adamant about taking care of ourselves in a very beautiful way, which means standing our ground, which means not being the punching bag for the bully. Not allowing someone stronger to take advantage of someone weaker if we could do something about it. Scott slept ever as well, but I'm 1% better today. We're going to be 1% better than we were yesterday, brother. That's amen to me and to you for that one. I appreciate you very much. It's going to work. It's all going to work out. Of course, they won't accept responsibility if you stay in the fight with them eventually. Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's going to be this long struggle, this bullshit. I went through this with Dave and Buster's, man. I went through this, like, not the same thing, but it was, not giving us breaks and all this bullshit. I had to go to the labor board, and it was 6 months of BS. And it all worked out in this most phenomenal way when I walked away with a stack of cash, man. But that's not even what I want. I want to feel safe in my own home and know that the park is maintenance and that they don't give a shit more about a dollar sign than they do the people's lives around there. Because they think that these people don't have the knowledge or the financial means to go up against them. They don't. If they don't have homeowner insurance, they're not going to be able to fight our with this company that owns this trailer park. So you basically is what I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling this morning. It's extremely frustrating to feel that way. But to move forward with vigor, love, and respect in our heart. That's the thing. We're going to start it off right. Set that aside for a minute. Reach out to our brothers and sisters here in St. Louis. Hey, James, Scott W., you guys are absolutely amazing this morning, coming together in hope and love and appreciation, and I deeply appreciate it. Having a rough time being on the call this morning, but we're going to push through and do the next right thing. We're going to go slow and steady and figure out a way to fight for ourselves and for what's right and stand against the tyranny of this world. Stand against whatever it is that's trying to oppress you, the bully, the job situation that's taking advantage of you and negating your rights. Whatever it may be, we have to stand our ground in a positive way and move forward with love and respect in our hearts. Over 1,500 now? I thought we were at like 14 and some change. Maybe it is, I don't know. We're getting really close to 1,500, and that's absolutely amazing. 180 watch hours last night, guys. Congratulations to my mods out there, my co-host, and their minion. We're doing this together, guys. It's something to be proud of. Let's focus on some positive things before we get into this conversation about the fight this morning. Fighting the whisper, fighting the darkness that consumes us. If you find yourself in a dark, lost place, there's a fight worth having there, because if you don't fight against that whisper in the back of your mind, it'll consume you completely. And you do have brothers and sisters out there who care. There's lots of people. There's 988. There's a crisis hotline for you, depending on whatever crisis you're in. We're here for you this morning. If there's anything that you'd like to express, feel free. Slow and steady, nice and easy. We're going to get there today, guys. We're going to get there. We're going to fight the good fight and take care of ourselves in a way that seems impossible. We're going to put our faith in a God of our understanding, and we're going to move forward knowing that everything's going to work out exactly the way it needs to be. Whatever test or trial we're going through in this moment, we're going to push forward, and we're going to do our best to become something more. And, find that inside of us to say the thing today. If you have someone you love who's struggling, say the thing that's hard to say, especially when there's love involved. There's something about that doesn't allow us to push forward and say the thing. We're in so much fear that we'll lose this person that we won't say the thing that'll save their life. And I can say that I've went through this, and I've lived in regret, and I've went through this recently even, and I have said the thing, and there's a big difference. I don't have to live in regret. We don't have to live in regret if we say the thing. We can't determine what happens with someone we care for, what decisions they make, but we don't have to live in regret for ourselves if we say the thing. If we try to push forward and help our brothers and sisters out there take care of themselves by acknowledging what they're going through and letting them know that they're hurting themselves, whether it be addiction or grief, or I mean, there's not to say that that's something that they can put on themselves. That's a whole other thing. But whether it be addiction or any toxic tendencies that someone you love might have, JJ gets a roll. Awesome. JJ gets 2 rolls. Thank you for the heads up this morning. It's going to be a rough one, guys. 7 and another 7. And 6 is nothing, so we got one more is 9er. It's absolutely nothing, JJ. Give us a quote. Hit subscribe. You already subbed, I'm sure. But like and share. Have compassion for me this morning, please. And, as we slowly move forward and do the next right thing in my exhausted state, worn out and stressed because of this scenario I've been put in, knowing that I'm going to do my best to fight that darkness that consumes us. Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady. I get so revved up. MD, we appreciate having you here today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're fighting the good fight. I hope you're finding compassion and loving yourself, for yourself, in yourself this morning, to stand your ground where you need to stand your ground. Today's topic is fight. To fight in a way that keeps us safe. Not necessarily physically. Stand your ground physically. Be willing to go the distance if need be. But that shouldn't be anybody's go-to. That physical anger does nothing but add more pain into this world, despite what we might think in the moment. Thanks to you too, MD. I appreciate you. You said I'm having a little bit of an off day, but we're not going to dwell on that. I'll get some rest. If I have to take a nap in my car here somewhere where I feel safe. On a good note, buddy of mine needs a hand today. He's kind of struggling, so we're going to go help him out and do the next right thing. We already got the next right thing planned out for the day. We got our Death Wish coffee here, getting us moving and motivated, getting us prepared to push forward through the day, despite the fact we barely slept, despite the fact that we're feeling uncomfortable in our own home because of scenarios. We're going to push forward and we're going to do the next right thing today. And that's an amazing thing, to be able to have the ability. It would be nice sometime to chat, MD. At this moment, we're talking, and we're here together, and I'm letting it out. I'm trying to figure out a way out of this. It's just when you're exhausted and stressed, it's a hard thing to even navigate. I'm having a rough time this morning because of the scenario I'm in, but that's all right. We're going to come through together, and we're going to fight this. We're going to fight the darkness in the world in a compassionate, loving way. And I know that sounds asinine, but that's the only really way to destroy the darkness, to bring ourselves into this light, to find a way out of the pain, this abyss of darkness and sorrow that consumes us when we listen to the whisper. You don't deserve it. It's going to be a beautiful day, guys. We're going to move forward strongly with compassion and love in our heart, knowing that we're going to do the next right thing. And if we have to be hungry to really appreciate the burger that's laid out before us, then that's the way it has to be. Metaphorically, I guess, is where I'm trying to go with that. First, I'm going to start with a cup of coffee. I'm going to slow myself down and we'll reflect on appreciation and love. My wife leaves Boston in a few hours. That's awesome. Are you happy about her taking her little trip? Yeah, I totally get it, Scott. I know how you feel. I'm sure you do, MD. We're going to stand our ground together today with compassion, love, and hope in our heart, and strength and vigor that we will do the next right thing, despite the tyranny of the world, man. Despite this evil pointing the finger thing that all this money in the world does, instead of just taking culpability when they put lives at risk. When they, these bullies in the world that come to us with their pain, and then we don't stand our ground against their tyranny, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. We stand our ground against these human beings with compassion and love, and try to address whatever's going on with them. And believe me, they're not going to want to keep coming back for those lessons. They're going to want to go either pick on somebody else or grow a little bit. What's Crank doing this morning? Backwards, Crank? You gonna run through that cornfield backwards, my friend? You silly little bastard, you. Despite all these things, it's going to be a blessed day. We're going to come together in hope, love, and respect for our brothers and sisters out there. Move forward and do the next right thing. That's it. Just keep that in mind. Despite our God, I'm having a rough one. Have some compassion for me today, guys. I'm gonna have compassion for myself and the state that I'm in. Crank, you're an amazing human being for trying to bring levity into this scenario. I hope that you find the vigor in yourself today to do the next right thing for yourself despite the stress and pain we find ourselves in. Slowly but surely doing our best to alleviate that pain and to help our fellow human beings out there understand that they're loved and appreciated and they're valued. Each and ask. Would stack up the cash. Won't fancy a stack up the cash. I don't understand. To not you. What is going on here? Am I just like that out of it this morning? I know you're here with me, MD, and I appreciate that. We're going to come together each and every morning with love and respect in our heart and try to figure out a way to push forward through this tyranny and pain, push forward through the anger and anguish, and fight for the next right thing in a spiritual way with compassion and love in our heart. You know, it's a hard thing to do, right? It doesn't make any sense. How do you fight with compassion and love in your heart? Well, it's the only thing that truly destroys the darkness. And I know, if I know anything, I know that for sure, because I've tried to fight that darkness physically. I've tried to fight it out of the hearts of the ones I loved. I've tried to push it away in my own heart with anger and stress, and it does not work as well as we would hope. It says we only got one person in here right now. That's absolutely insane. It's MD, isn't it? Well, it's all good. Slow and steady, small. It is always exactly what it needs to be, with acceptance and love in my heart. Build a sand Avenger. Yes, we could do that. It might run as well as the actual old Avenger is running. That would be awesome. Let's go build a sand castle. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Not going to have time for the beach today. I told a friend I'd go help him out with something he's got going on. So I feel blessed for that. I'm going to focus on being able to do the next right thing and help a friend. There you go, James. Dance the night away, brother. We hope everyone is well out there in YouTube land. Hope you found a sense of peace and center this morning. Join us for a cup of coffee as we explore this idea of fighting the darkness with compassion. This ludicrous understanding that seems so out there, but it's the only way to truly break ourselves free from this abyss of pain and loss that sometimes we find ourselves in. How's the signal out there, guys? Is everything running well? We did pick another spot here today, right over by a park, right across the street, but well, I hope everything runs well for you, MD. Sorry to hear that you won't be in and you'll be missed, but whatever you've got going on, I'm sure is very important. Scott, the fight is never over. Sometimes you got to flip the switch off with survival mode. I know how hard this can be. I appreciate you, Crank. Yes, sometimes we got to just switch it off and go into survival mode for a little while. I got to figure out a way to take care of myself, right? We got to take care of ourselves first to have that ability to push forward and fight with compassion, stand against the darkness. You know, maybe fight wasn't the best word for it today. Something's holding us back, and I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's my mentality. Maybe it's this feeling I have. Maybe it's, I don't know. But I hope everybody comes in and finds a way to feel blessed and appreciated. I hope that we can find some compassion for our brothers and sisters out there. Compassion for ourselves this morning. Love and appreciation, acceptance, and joy. And knowing that we're exactly where we need to be despite the struggle. understanding that the struggle will define us in a way that nothing else can. Respecting the full circle and spectrum of life. And chill 'em. Yes, MD. DraftKings, LG to Scott, kick today's ass and take no names. That's what I'm working on, brother. It seems it's a thing that yeah, you don't sleep well. It's kind of it's a hard thing to do, but we're gonna push forward, and that's the theme. I need to hear this today. I need to push forward and fight the good fight for myself. With this emotional and spiritual vigor against the darkness, against the tyranny in the world that crushes us because we don't have money and we don't want to play this game. I don't want to play the game the world lays out before us. It's so asinine as far as I'm concerned. We can't take the liability for what we've done, and that adds all this toxicity into the world, all this anger and stress and angst and mistrust. How do you trust someone who lies to your face? I don't. Here's the thing about lying too. Like for me, if someone lies to you about anything, they'll lie to you about everything, and that's something that's been ingrained in me, and it's been proven over and over again. And I was lied to by someone I care for deeply. That I thought was on my side, that I thought had compassion, that I thought was respectful and caring. Now I'm put in this scenario that's, it's kind of crazy, but we're going to push forward through together. All right. Be right back. We appreciate you. Have a great day, everyone. Love, hope, and hugs. Take all the time you need there, MD. Hope everybody out there in YouTube land is pulling it together, having a good cup of coffee, giving thanks and appreciation despite how we may have slept, despite how we may have woken up, despite the mindset that we're in this morning. We're going to push through with vigor, knowing that we can make it better, knowing that we can push forward and fight the good fight in a spiritual and emotional way, and in this way that we stand our ground for ourselves. I need this reminder more than anything, because I don't want to. Who wants to fight? Who wants to push forward? But we have to sometimes. The tyranny of the world will consume every last bit of us. And I appreciate that, Chillum. I appreciate you having my back. That means a lot to me. Coming in here in the morning and finding compassion and love here with you amazing human beings in the morning helps me to strive and push forward and understand there's something worth fighting for. There is. Beyond myself is usually where I find that strength, but I'm working hard to find that strength inside myself, for myself, the compassionate, loving human being that deserves, to alleviate that pain and darkness. I love checking in each morning. Listening to Scott Flow is awesome. Each my friends. Yes, you're absolutely amazing. We appreciate you being here. If this is your first time in, we do play Know Your Role. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. If my brain would work this morning through the exhaustion. It's something that we do together to symbolize the taking a chance in life. Today you'll learn it's me, Alpha. MD liked. Awesome, MD. We appreciate you very much. Yes, it would be nice to talk sometime, MD. We do have a Discord if you want to join it. I would like for me, you, and James to get together and crank and kind of have a conversation, so we can actually come together as a team. We're doing an amazing job, but it's I think some real communication would be amazing. And I'd really like to speak with you and have a real conversation. I feel like I know you quite well, but that's only through this and through this limited amount of communication. You as well, James. It's been a pleasure to actually communicate with Crank. I feel like that we've found this friendship and camaraderie here. That would be nice to express back and forth in an actual way, and through the Discord we can do that in a safe way that keeps everything together and allows us to communicate in an amazing way. It's something that I'm trying to get used to. It's something that's nice, Titan. Yes, join the Discord. It's something that Cranks Chillum liked. Let's get you your roll, brother. Let's get you your roll this morning. I hope everybody out there in YouTube land's having a good day, and if it's starting off a little bit rough, we're gonna 10, Chillum. Awesome, brother. You are already on here a bunch of times, but there's another spot for you on the old Galactic Avenger, Chillum. We are gonna figure out a way soon to do something a little bit different next time. I do like how the art came out on the side of the car there with all the previous winners that took a chance to roll the dice. But I would very much like to come up with something else. I think I'm gonna climb one of the doors, and then we'll get like a paint marker and we'll write each name on for each and every person that decided to roll the dice and hit the numbers. And accept what it is, that's the point of rolling the dice too. It's a vigorous world out there. It's a crazy and incompassionate place, but you have to roll the dice. You have to take the chance, or nothing's going to happen. And I understand that. I just don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with this BS. But that's just how it works, right? The tyranny in this world has to be put into its place, and the only way we do so is by standing our ground together, my friends, as a group. Finding that vigor and compassion in our hearts for ourselves to stand the ground today against the bully, against the darkness in your heart, against the bully inside you, that whisper that becomes a roar if we listen to it. We must push forward and walk through the open door that a God of your understanding has opened. Because when we ask this creator for things, it doesn't happen immediately. All this thing can do is open the door and set the things in place. We must walk through that door with compassion and love in our hearts. Chillum, you're very much appreciated. LOL. Crank, sometimes love is not the answer. Sometimes you need to put foot in ass, and brother, do not keep letting them in. It's always good to keep some space that's your space. Yeah, and it's hard when you lose that sense of safety in your own home, when you realize, I should have realized a long time ago, but it really hit home when I woke up in the middle of the night. I almost got crushed by a giant tree. Thank God that the original work of the trailer that it fell on didn't just crush and fall on top of me. Alpha Teen, like this video. I liked this video. Alpha, we appreciate you. We're going to move forward in a positive note. There's a 11. We're going to roll you again. There's a 3. And there's a foe. We have nothing for foe 11. This 11's the WW. So you hit a little bit of something this morning. We got frozen cold dice. We're going to focus on having compassion, love, and respect in our heart. We're going to focus on appreciation and acceptance so we can gather the strength through the pain of whatever we're going through to stand our ground for ourselves spiritually and emotionally. It's a beautiful morning. It's going to be a beautiful day. Everything we need has been given to us. The earth beneath our feet, the sky above our head. Everything else is just extra. I just need a reminder this morning. Self-employed Scott, Crank Nugs, employment, self-employment Scott. What are we talking about? Just made myself some coffee. Awesome, Titan. Sip on that coffee with us a while. Stick around. Let's figure out a way to come together and find a place of positivity, love, and hope this morning that seems to be so rare in this world. Open, honest communication. I strive to be this open, honest human being that exposes myself in a real way, that exposes this pain and darkness that we all feel, that we feel like is our own, and we feel like nobody else understands. Every morning we have to give thanks and appreciation and understand that all of our brothers and sisters out there have the capacity to understand the full spectrum, to experience the full spectrum of this world that we live in, which includes love, compassion, and appreciation, but also involves pain and struggle and these things that define us in a way, in the end, nothing else could ever define us. Push through. I struggle again with this nicotine thing, and I'm working on it. We're going to push forward with that here eventually too. It seems like there's a million things on the chopping block, but we got to take it one step at a time. I got to move forward and do one thing and be focused on what I'm doing today. Today I've got a friend in need who's struggling with a project that I can go help him with no expectations. I'm going to go help him with that project, because that's the next right thing. That's going to fill me with appreciation, love, and respect in my heart by going to help this friend of mine who's in need. Another friend that had this contractor come in and help him out, and now this contractor can't be getting a hold of, and the patio rock's all messed up, and he's got to dig it all up himself and fix it all because he don't have the money to, and why should he? All this money was already spent. Like, and so we're gonna have love and compassion for this friend this morning. We're gonna go push through vigorously and fight this exhaustion that I'm feeling. And we're going to move forward with love and compassion in our hearts, and we're going to help our friend, and that's all we can do is the next right thing in any given moment. Got a clock in at 9 o'clock. I'll be listening. Hope everyone has a great day. We hope you have a great day too, Scott W. What actually do you do? I know you're off to work every single day. I'm just interested. You don't have to share it. I think maybe warehouse work. Is that what you said, or am I tripping? It's hard for me to keep track of all my friends here. I'm so used to making friends. Much love and respect from Tennessee. Well, we appreciate you, 988. We definitely appreciate you this morning and the amazing human being you are. Scott W. is a stripper. Is he? I do less in hardware store. Okay, that's awesome, brother. That's cool. That's a hell of a lot better than warehouse work. You just keep pushing forward, brother. You're a true inspiration, Scott W. Out there, pushing forward, going to work and stacking that cash. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to push forward and take that inspiration to be 1% better today, which means having 1% more compassion for myself, 1% more compassion for my brothers and sisters, and 1% more compassion for myself and what I'm going through. Taking these things slow and steady, as the big dog would say. We don't have to be overwhelmed with this anguish and fight all the time, and I fight on a daily basis. Fight the darkness in my heart that wants me to listen to this whisper that has consumed me in the past. But we come together as a group with love and respect in our heart. We don't have to let it consume us. I'm glad everyone's here today. I'm glad that we have an open, compassionate conversation of love and respect. I wish I could pay like one. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I can't. People stealing. I can't. Yeah, people stealing is a horrible thing, especially from a situation like that. Ask you how you know. What do you know? Crank Scott W. tried it all. Get to do is fill out an app. Ask me how I know. How do you know, Crank? How do you know these things? What brings you this conclusion that we're talking about? Whatever it is we're talking about this morning. James, Crank, how do you know Scott W? Oh, you know Scott W. Is that what you're saying? That'd be absolutely insane. You live in Tennessee, brother, and Scott W is in Ohio. Into two completely different scenarios. We all know each other now, right? And Scott W has become a solid part of this crew in the morning, especially through his understanding that all we have to do is strive to be 1% better today. It's not a huge leap. It's one small step at a time, as Hawanase would say. We take one small step, and then we take another, and then we stop, and we go slow and steady, nice and easy. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. As the big dog would say. I truly wish that I could embody the hilarious way that the big dog used to say this. I want to be a bouncer at a club and own type of life. Like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. Is that what your ambition is? Like our duck here, Patrick Swayze. You want to wear a tie to work and bounce people out of a bar? That would be pretty cool job. I'm not too much on aggression. I can't fold into that aggression like that because I lose myself in it. So I don't fold myself in that aggression. I couldn't have a job like that. And I have to be mindful of who I am and what I can do. Because when I allow that darkness to take control of me, even to protect me, I lose track of it. And that black dog fights vigorously to protect me. Because it's had to in the past, and I don't like to put myself in scenarios where I have to have physical altercations, because in my heart and my mind, you have to be willing to go all the way, and I don't want to have to feel that way. I don't like that feeling, despite how it all plays out. But the one piece of advice I can give you is be willing to go the distance in your life. Because most of the time, if you're willing to go the distance, that you don't have to go the distance, but you have to be willing to go there, and you have to make the impression that it's known that you're willing to push as hard as it is need be to get to where you need to be. And most of the time, especially bullies, are going to back down out of your life. They're going to see that vigor in your eyes, and they're going to look for a weaker target. Now, we're not going to let them devour that target either. We're going to try to ease whatever's going on in this bully's heart, because if someone's handing out pain, if someone's handing out this pain, for lack of better words, this morning with the brain no work, no good. There's something going on with them, and we have to have compassion for that as well. Sipping some knowledge this morning, brother. What kind of knowledge are we sipping on? I got some of this amazing Death Wish Co. roast, yummy, chalky mint, cherry, yummy, super dark crackhead sweetness that I made inside my my fancy little press here. That was an amazing gift since I left mine in Pittsburgh with Eleanor and Sonia. Amazing human beings. A little love and reflection on them and their amazing contribute. I can't even speak today. It's okay. We're gonna have compassion for everything that we're going through, and know that we're in it to win it together, guys. And I have you guys have my back. It gives me the vigor and the strength to move forward and have appreciation, love, and hope in my heart, knowing that we're all out there, knowing our role, taking a chance, taking that leap, and rolling the dice today when the opportunity presents itself. Take the chance. Don't allow that whisper to tell you you're not good enough. Don't allow that whisper to cause you to be anxious and lose an opportunity and not roll the dice because you might not win. Well, you're definitely not going to win if you don't roll the dice. You're definitely... I do have enough to eat, Chillum. I appreciate you very much. I'm doing all right on that note. I actually have some little Slimmies in the car. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, get a banana or something this morning when I get going. Yeah. It was, now that I'm at home and I was able to put a couple bucks in the house. So yes, I'm doing all right, Chillum. How you doing over there, brother? I wish we were there, Scott. I'd give you a big hug. I appreciate you, and I feel that hug there, MD. You're absolutely amazing. Coming together with you guys in the morning is an absolute blessing. Being able to have our coffee and talk about whatever's going on with an open heart is a huge thing for me, and I appreciate it beyond words. There's no true expression of how much I appreciate being able to come in. This is me fighting the darkness. This is me fighting the whisper, coming in and expressing myself fully with an open heart, with no regrets, with no need to hold back because of fear and pain. But it's still hard to get consumed by it, or not to get consumed by it, when the world pushes against you in this tyrannous way and you're told there's nothing you can do about things to ensure your safety. And I don't know, maybe just open the door in the understanding that I have to learn to let go completely. I have to learn to move forward and be adamant about what my dreams are, and I'm making those decisions and I'm putting it out into the universe. That's all I can do. And then just like doing the next right thing, it'll exceed my greatest expectations. And I was told recently that if I make that decision, it'll happen. It just will happen in the craziest, wildest ways, beyond my wildest expectations. And I believe that just as much as I believe my father's words when he told me that if I did the next right thing, it'll exceed my wildest expectations. It has at every turn. It's been a struggle to continuously push through, but look at where we're at, right? Closer every day to being able to do the next right thing, being monetized, finding amazing people like Chillum here who are willing to take the leap and help me build that next right thing fund is absolutely amazing. Chillum, you're an amazing human being. If it was your channel, if it wasn't for your channel, Scott, I don't know how I'd be. It has given me hope, inspiration, and giggles. MD, that's absolutely amazing, and we hope to continuously I'm doing, Chillum says I'm doing well. I have a pool service biz in Arizona, so I'm paying for heating to die down here, so praying for the heat to die down here soon. We're praying for you too, brother. We hope that we hope it goes very well. And MD, you're very appreciated. Amy, baby, there's a cup with a medicine colors. You will be protected, which and see you will be blessed beyond your wildest dreams. Just believe in yourself. Thank you, Amy, and I believe that truly. And I'm glad that I found this cup that I inadvertently stole from my father. It's ended up exactly where it needed to be. It's one of two things that I got. I got a handful of things in his bundle when he passed, but this, having this in my hands and having the spoon that we made chili and corn soup with, This big stirring spoon that I got to refinish out of respect and honor for my father has been huge blessings. And I appreciate you pointing that out, because that cup specifically is a reminder of how Anase and how he's with us, and how we're not alone. How this anger and pain comes full circle, and we're going to be able to find a way out of this anguish and loss and grief, and we're going to be able to become something more. Thank you, Amy, baby. Don't get a little bunched up there, MD. That's her name. Just messing with you. Okay, much love to everyone liking and listening. Enjoy. We love you, Scott W. Thank you for acknowledging us this morning. Thank you for giving us this understanding that if we're 1% better today, that it'll just keep getting better, and that's all we need to strive for. That's a lovely comment, Amy. Very much so. Totally agree, MD. It's a true inspiration. Amy's an absolutely amazing human being, and you're welcome and appreciated here, Amy, for helping us come in and find a way out through this darkness. Rose, good morning, my frisky little pony. We appreciate you coming in today. Despite this off nature I'm feeling, I'm starting to actually get into it this morning. I'm starting to actually feel the vigor and love and appreciation through all of you guys' comments, through being able to have this conversation and have coffee with you guys in the morning is such a blessed thing beyond my wildest dreams. I'm super excited and appreciative to be here this morning with our group of friends, this small group of compassion and love and hope that we're developing here together. I think I know we're gonna change the world. We're changing the world for ourselves on a daily basis, and that's what it takes. It takes us changing the world in 1,000 small little ways. How are you doing? It's been a rough one today. I didn't sleep well, but I'm pushing forward, Rose. I appreciate your compassion. How are you holding up today, Rose? He's in Texas now. Alpha Titan. That's pretty awesome, man. Beautiful Tice. I've never been to Arizona, but that's on the list. We're going west once we help Sally out. We're going to go to Florida maybe and see our buddy Zachary. If we get a chance, I'd love to come kind of cruise around and see some people that have come in and been a positive part of this community. But we need to get to Sally's and do the next right thing. That's on priority once we can pull it together enough. I really, I want to have hope that the Galactic Avenger will make it. We might just jump in and run if I feel like if it gets to the point where I need to do it. And I can't end up affording something. But, if I could somehow pull together a couple $1,000s, there's this website called All Surplus. Check it out. They auction off, state and federal properties, which includes school buses, small, big and small, and the small ones go for $2 to $3 grand, and they're maintained by the school district somewhere south maybe where there's no rust. We know that there's a proper maintenance cycle. They get rid of them about 200,000. I met a gentleman on the road that had a bus with like 500,000 miles plus on it. He was an awesome man. He was an extremely cool individual that was determined to live his life the way he wanted to live it, and it was an inspiration. So we get the school bus, and then there's a pick and pull not too far from here, and there's pick and pulls everywhere. We go ahead and we find a pick and pull that has some campers, and we cut out what we need. We go to the restore stores and get stuff cheaply so that we can build out this school bus. I got a couple ideas to make it comfortable for Bun, so we can take my chunky little guy along with me. Thank you, Rose. Yesterday I got MRI yesterday. You and your dancing, James. I can't wait to cut a rug with you. We're gonna do a live where we cut it up, brother. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. That'll be our little gift for ourselves on our way to do the next right thing for Sally. Doodly-doodly-doo-doo-lee-doo. Are you kidding, James? Are you kidding, James? We hope you're all right. No, I tore a muscle in my knee. Oh my God, James. You were dancing vigorously, brother. Those Filipinos all night, huh? You're a funny guy. What a grandpa out there, James, ripping his knee out, dancing with... Wait, someone said I liked. I must have missed that. Rose, it was you, Rose. I want to make sure that we read every single comment this morning. Make sure you're heard and appreciated, guy. Everyone out there. Rose, there's your first one, and your second one. Rose, awesome. We're able to give you another spot onto the Sea of Champions, Rose, and very soon we will be coming up with a game plan to do another tribute video for all of our winners out there, honoring them on the Galactic Avenger, and then we swap over to something else. We'll make sure that we keep honoring everybody who's taken the chance to roll the dice.
Yeah, the knee can be a horrible thing. Roll for Rose. Thank you, MD. Parking in only 2 hour minimum. Lewis, what are you talking about? Oh, LOL. Yeah, that lady over there. Do you remind me of her? This morning, we're never going to that Dunkin' in Bridgeport again, despite how amazing everybody else was there. That lady was so angry, and it's not about what you say; it's how you say it. When you pass along that pain, it just can be. It can be hard to digest, but we're going to let that be what it is and understand that she was in a lot of pain and anguish yesterday. Thank you. No problem, Rose. Get to Go by James and Crank. Yeah, what state are you from? I'm from New York, from Syracuse, New York. Trying to do my best to get back on the road to do the Next Right Thing. We got a friend, Sally, who has got a few videos in my Next Right Thing playlist that kind of show the scratching the surface of helping her out because of the scenario she's in, and that's our goal, is to get there first, see James along the way, maybe go see Zachary in Florida, and then head west. Arizona would be absolutely amazing. Nomad, no one. It is true. Ooh, what happened? I was starting to read it. He must have said something. Remember, guys, let's be a little bit compassionate and make sure that, and I don't know, I'm not, I have faith in you guys. You guys got rid of it for a reason. I'm not going to hassle with it. We appreciate and love. Bye, Scott. Well, we appreciate you coming in today, Alpha Titan. You have a great day, brother. Nomo, LOLOL. No mo, no win. With the goofy stuff. Bye. See you later, brother. We appreciate having you in today. Take that vigor and love and respect that we're finding for ourselves and move forward in your life with compassion and hope, knowing that it'll exceed your greatest expectations if we do the next right thing for ourselves and we stand against the darkness in this world, the tyranny and opposition that comes because everybody's so concerned about what they have and they can't see compassion beyond themselves. It's never made sense to me, and I'm glad that we can be here to try to break that norm and start something new for each other. Start a new world one step at a time where there is love and compassion and people can take responsibility for their actions and not put people's life in jeopardy, because they don't want to, do whatever they don't want to do. But it boggles my mind. It doesn't ever made any sense to me. I was as an adolescent, I was born to this world of darkness as a young man, as a child, and as a young man, I was given this understanding of compassion and love through the traditional teachings. Sending everyone peace and love, respect to everyone today. Remember, breathe deep. See everyone again tomorrow morning, bright and early. Yes, I'm going to try to get a little bit early. I might actually go and sleep in a Walmart parking lot in the camper car so that I can actually sleep without feeling like I'm going to get crushed by a tree in the middle of the night. All trolls are welcome here, and I am, and I turn me blue. Yes, James. All trolls are welcome besides that one, huh? Unless you say that you subbed. Awesome, Noel. We appreciate you coming in today, doing the next right thing, taking the chance, rolling the dice, and look at that. 2 6s, Noel. That puts you on to the Sea of Champions, and we're going to do something amazing to commemorate all these people that are taking the chance and rolling the dice in the morning, because you deserve it. It's hard to take that leap. Believe me, I know, Anderson, how hard it can be. We live in this bubble, and it's so hard to move forward because the whole world wants us to stay in this bubble. They want us here in this place of and be content with what they're content with, because if we grow beyond our wildest expectations, they might have to do something, and it scares them, so they hold us down. We got to fight against that in society and know that despite people's fear, when you're doing something different and great, we must do that different and great thing for ourselves. Thank you, Noel, for today. I take care of Chillum. You too, Mary MD. Thank you, Noel. Dude, rent is so cheap up in New York, upstate New York. I don't know about all that. There's a lot of places that are pretty expensive. I guess compared to New York City, yes, extremely cheap, I would assume. Everything in New York City is just beyond belief. Like, subscribe, and share, please. We appreciate everybody coming in today. And yes, New York City is absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine. What is a standard rent in New York City? From Long Island, New York, I pay $2,000 a month for a one-bedroom. Wow. My cousin lives out in Liverpool and he pays $2,600 a month for a house, and I thought that was absolutely insane. But for a one bedroom, $2K, I'm very appreciative for the spot I'm in, being able to buy my trailer that I've been working on and remodeling into a home. A lot of vigor and effort, and I built a 10 by 16 bathroom with vaulted ceilings and tongue and groove pine, and I've replaced almost every single window, giant back window in the back that faces the woods that used to give me a sense of peace. And $650 a month for my car. Whoa, $650 a month for your car, man? That's more than my lot rent, brother. Days a week buying and half a week. But I see these people that do the van life in New York City, New Jersey, stuff like that. Is that something that you could probably accommodate yourself with, man? Because with 1 month's rent, you could buy a school bus, and with another month's rent, you could minimally, you could get a heater, you could get a little kitchenette from a picket pole, and you could build something. If you could have a place to park this thing. Maybe just, you park it at a Walmart somewhere in New Jersey and then drive in the morning or something. I don't know. I'm a minimalist. I'm always looking for the only thing I like more for free is more for free. That's where I'm at. I couldn't imagine paying that much, but you got to do what you got to do, brother. I hope you make good money. Yeah, here's the thing, and it's all about what you're comfortable with, brother. It's all about what works for you. And for me, I want to live this lifestyle that's this nomadic, this thing that's different. That's why I don't mind traveling around in the camper car. I'm proud of what I've done here, converting this Dodge Avenger into a livable scenario. And it's going to be absolutely amazing when we come together and we get the bus rolling or a bigger van, and we can take Bun with us, and we can have our tools and supplies to do the next right thing as we travel across the country. We're talking about unknown info. We're talking about fighting against the darkness in our hearts, fighting against the tyranny in the world by standing our ground in a compassionate way, compassion for ourselves, and compassion for the person that's trying to hand us this pain, because they're going through a lot. That's something we don't realize. We get so angry at that lady yesterday. I get so upset with her and the way she responded to me in this vigorous, angry way. But I gotta have compassion for that woman. She's going through a lot, or she wouldn't come in there and try to kick me out of an empty parking lot at Dunkin' Donuts, where we go every single morning, and we're a customer. But it's okay. It's okay. We don't need to be around that. We just need to hope that she finds peace and love in her heart. Good morning, Mod Squad. Hi, Scotty. Hey there. Gasper, we appreciate you stopping back in today. How you holding up? How you holding up today, my brother? How did what happen? What are we talking about, brother? I'm not sure exactly what we're talking about. How did I rip the back seats out of this thing? A couple bolts. I know there's not much going on there right now, besides some shenanigans, because I took everything out for a while. But I do have a foam mattress. I put those two pieces of board up there to kind of make a frame, and then we've got our kitchenette here. That's all I really need to travel. A gym membership. The apps have been overrun maybe lately. I don't know what's going on with it, but the apps that I usually use, Spark Driving and Door Dashing, have really been not doing so well lately. To the point where it's like I can't afford to take these orders from Spark. I can't drive 15 miles out and 15 miles back for $8. Like, I just spent that in gas, and then despite the wear and tear on this car, that's on her last legs. But the Galactic Avenger's going to make it. I got faith. She's made it this far, 240,000 miles, all the way down to Key West and back. Been a whole lot of life before I got my hands on her. Thought that too. I thought the entire tree fell. It did. The entire tree did fall on my house. It popped a hole through it. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad it wasn't so expensive. That was a gift from Crank. I'm actually enjoying the coffee. It's very good. It goes really well with the creamer that he got us, and it's absolutely amazing that he combo plattered us with this awesome French press. I love the French press. Still not specific on the damage. I got some pictures. There's enough of it, man. Just a roof falling, like a giant tree falling onto a metal roof and jostling everything around can't be good for all the seals on all the screws, right? Like, despite the damage that might be under where that tree fell, they just pulled it down yesterday and then left abruptly and left everything in my yard. I mean, that right there shows liability, doesn't it? That they're taking care of it. If it was on me, wouldn't it be on me? Yeah, the whole thing sucks, man. Giant hole in my, not a giant hole in my roof, but a hole in my roof and a bunch of twisted metal and jumbled soffit and a giant tree right over the peak. Who knows what's going on in the inside? Kind of intimidated to look. It did rain, and through the little bit of patching that I was able to accomplish, I don't think anything got in, but it's hard to tell. You know, whether that's going to happen. I don't want to get in there and fiddle with it until I figure out what we're doing with this. Yeah. I thought I said Traveling Scott. I thought it did say Traveling Scott. You are with Traveling Scott right now, Eve, in the old camper car. And you know, at this point, we came back home to help out some friends and to get a game plan so that we can take care of ourselves a little bit better. You know, the camper car is absolutely amazing, but after 2 months in this little cubicle, it'll make a school bus or a van feel like a mansion. I'm almost sure of it. As in Scottish? I'm not. I don't think so. I'm a mutt. Traveling Scott, as in Scott. My name's Scott, and I travel doing the next right thing to the best of my ability, spreading hope, love, and kindness, appreciation. We come together every single morning, have coffee, and we chat about exactly what's going on with us in an open, compassionate way. Today, brain no work, no good as much as usual. Lack of sleep and a little stressed out, but we're going to push forward through that as a group and become something more. Allow ourselves to find love and compassion for ourselves and have appreciation and hope that it's going to get better. It's going to be wild. It's going to be greater than my wildest expectations as long as I keep doing the next right thing. It's just really a struggle right now, and that's okay. You know, my brothers and sisters out there, Scott W's going through it. He keeps pushing forward every day. You know, he doesn't have the option I have at the moment, and you know, and I got to realize that I'm a lucky man for being where I'm at the moment, but this is maybe just a sign that it's time to move forward completely and start living the life that I strive to live and fully embody this understanding of doing the next right thing and having hope that it'll exceed my, and not even having hope, knowing that it'll exceed my greatest expectations. That was my father's promise. Hawanase was an amazing human being who had so much love and compassion and kindness. He walked so softly, and I just strive to embody that ability he had, but it took a lot of pain, it took a lot of stress, it took a lot of discomfort, and it took a lot of fighting against that darkness, I'm sure. My fellow Brit, did we miss something up here? We probably did. We love having you guys in from all across the world, spreading hope, love, and appreciation. Evil Cider, it's good to see you this morning, brother. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're fighting the good fight against that darkness that creeps up upon all of us. You deserve compassion, love, and respect. Well, hey there, hey daddy. Was that one was too offensive for MD? She didn't like hearing that. You better watch out. The work wife's on the case today. Back off, sister. She says, be a little bit more open and compassionate about that, MD. It's all right. You're okay there now. And no qualms, MD. No qualms. You're doing the best you can to push forward with what you got, and we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do, and I'm not going to question it. You guys are the amazing backbone of this amazing thing that we're doing our best to do here. We're doing our best to spread love and hope in the morning, and appreciate the full spectrum of life here, in this amazing gift that I hold in my hands. This tribute to a great man, his knowledge and love that exceeded all things, that looked past the color of my skin. This broken little man that showed up on his doorstep with his sons that he did not turn away. It's an amazing thing. It could have been so easy to not allow me there. You know, it would have been so much easier on him, you know, to just say, hey, this can't happen, and he didn't. He took me in, and he saw that there was compassion in my heart, and I'm going to do my best to love and honor him on his journey by doing the next right thing on a daily basis. And that means being here with you guys, spreading hope and appreciation despite how I feel, despite how the day has gone, despite how last night went. We're going to be all right. We're going to just do the next right thing. I'm honored to have something on the agenda today that's the next right thing with no expectations. I'm going to help a friend, another friend that kind of got screwed over by another contractor, quote unquote, in this patio situation that he's in, and we're going to just do that. Well, it was vigor and appreciation. I think it has something to do with the energy that I'm able to put off at points. It has something to do with the name of the show, maybe. I don't know. We got to figure this out. But it'd be nice to have that. But I appreciate this small little gathering that we're having today. We don't need to judge today by yesterday. Let's judge it like this is our first day, and we're doing absolutely amazing. Keep it humble and simple. Well, we're talking about fighting that darkness in our hearts there, Gasper. We're talking about standing our ground against it, I guess. You know, fighting the good fight for what's good for us. Not physically, because physical altercations are not necessarily something that I'm into. Maybe if you're in that scenario and you have to fight, don't just roll over. Defend yourself in that way, but it doesn't necessarily have to come to that if you have the vigor to stand your ground and let known that you're willing to go the distance. It barely ever has to come to that. A bully is going to bully you because they think you're an easy target and they're looking for a release from their pain. That's something I'm very sure of, or he wouldn't be on here. People wouldn't come and they wouldn't bully you face to face. It's so much easier to bully people here too. That's why I appreciate my mods for keeping me safe and appreciating me enough to make sure that we have a positive conversation in the morning despite these people's pain. Yes, we all do have that, and it can get a really dark place. A huge part of this is acknowledging that and helping our brothers and sisters that are lost, that feel like there's no compassion in this world. Because I understand that feeling, to feel so alone and so broken and so deprived of compassion that you just dig this hole of lonely, broken insanity until it consumes us completely. And experiencing that has allowed me to spread the hope and love that we spread here in this morning. So I give thanks for all of it. I give thanks for this morning. I give thanks for last night. I give thanks for that tree, despite the fact that it's causing me this anguish and I'm not sure exactly how to handle it. But we got to take Hawanase's advice and take it slow and steady. And yeah, if you double tap that screen, it's good for you. I've been told if you triple lock, double tap it, it'll help draw people in so we can spread love and hope, guys. This is what I've been told. I do not know, and I do not want you to do anything that's inconvenient for yourself. I do not want you to do anything that you don't feel comfortable with, but it does help us to spread hope and have vigor and love in our heart. If you tap-a-rooney that screen, maybe get some little hearts flowing here on the side or some hundos or something like that. I always like seeing those. It's absolutely amazing, but only if you feel comfortable. We're not here to have anybody do anything that they're not comfortable with. We want to figure out a way for all of our brothers and sisters to be comfortable and safe, and have a cup of coffee in the morning with some good friends, slow and steady. Rose, Scott, who is... Hawanase? Hawanase's new words. He was my father, Al Smoke. This spiritual father that came into my life and blessed me with this understanding of hope, blessed me with this understanding that we must push through the darkness and not listen to the whisper. He blessed me with this great knowledge that our minds can be a dangerous neighborhood and we shouldn't go up there alone. It means bring a brother or sister with you. It means acknowledge the love and appreciation in your heart. I had to explain that there is not a lot of good left in the world. People suck, and as long as you are a good person that shines brighter than the fake. Well, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to inspire love and hope and respect. We're trying to show appreciation through our struggle. We're trying to help our brothers and sisters find a way out of that darkness that we all find ourselves in. It's a lonely, dark world, and it's there isn't much compassion left out there, but there's a whole lot of it here. And sometimes we spread a whole lot, sometimes it trickles a little bit slower, but it's always exactly what it needs to be. There's no need to be sorry, Rose. We appreciate you. I'm sure that you've been through similar struggles. We honor our loved ones who've started their journey by spreading that love, respect, and hope into the world. That's contagious. It's a contagious thing, just like fear and pain. It's just so much fear and pain in the world that everybody's overwhelmed by it. And having this platform to come together and spread hope, love, and appreciation is an amazing thing. We're lucky to be here today, and this intimate little group we have this morning is exactly what it needs to be, despite what the expectations might be, despite what I think it should be. It's exactly what it needs to be in this moment, and I hope this stream finds exactly who it needs to find, like it does every single day. We come together in love, hope, and vigor. We find a way to have compassion and appreciation in our heart, despite the struggle, which is a hard thing to do. Totem of Fate. Where's the Totem of Fate? It's right here. We have not figured out a way to incorporate it into the game yet, but we do have the Totem of Fate. A great gift from Jess. We're going to figure out something to do with the whirly-durly there, and we're going to do something with the game eventually. It's just been a lot going on. We got a lot to work on. Good in the world, but the bad ones are sadly the loudest. Yes, so we must scream to the hilltops love and appreciation. We must, that's the way we fight the darkness. That's the way we fight that incompassion in the world, is by spreading love and hope in every step that we take. My YouTube family out there, I appreciate you very much. All the comments, all the wandering souls that have found their way here this morning. You're in the right place. We come together with love and compassion and hope in our heart to make the world a better place, one step at a time, with what we bring to the table, and have faith and appreciation for what we bring to the table, so we can spread that love that the world so desperately needs, that compassion and appreciation for this place we live in, for everything we've been through, for everything you're going through, my friends. I look without makeup. A lot of women think that. I think the natural look is a beautiful thing. I think that if we can embrace ourselves for who we are in a natural way, it's something beautiful. And I don't know what else to say about that. And because of this mindset, because of this worn place that I'm in this morning, but we're gonna push forward. I cannot get over the duck on it. The duck. Patrick Swayze and his tie. He's a chipper little guy. He's going to keep us on the ball, keep us moving forward, keep us with love and respect and admiration in our life. We're going to shake it off and move forward with vigor, and we're going to do the next right thing to the best of our ability. Let me get this coffee in me and move forward, love, respect, and admiration. Move forward. And not despite this ability to feel the vigor in our heart that we feel some days, and despite the reflection in numbers that we have here this morning, it's okay. It's exactly what it needs to be. And if we're touching one person out there in a positive way, and we help their day off, I know at least us are here together, and that's all that matters. Some days are going to be better than others. Some days are going to be more motivational. Some days are going to be more give us the ability to push forward and have that love and vigor. And other days are going to be hard. Other days we're going to be put to the test. We're going to be showed the beauty in the world, and then it's going to be taken away, and we're going to be tested on whether we really appreciated that beauty. And it'll come back into our lives if we accept whatever is and move forward, knowing that what will be the next right thing, and exceed our greatest expectations if we fall into that wisdom that New Words had. Love, compassion, and hope in our heart. It's a hard thing to hold on to, my friends. There's actually a creek right back there, and a little gazebo. We got a friend over there. We can't save the world, but I hope he has a great day. I've had the time of my life. I've had the time of my life. Oh, that yes, I don't know. Yeah, good song. Funny movie though, if you really look at it. If that was my 16-year-old daughter with a 35-year-old man, I look back at that movie now and go, I don't know if I'd be able to fight that with compassion. And it's funny how we don't look at the movie like that. He was like 35 and she was supposed to be 16. That's not that doesn't seem. But it is whatever it is. We're not going to get into the Patrick Swayze movie. It was an awesome movie if we let it be what it is, and let's just assume he was 18, which is hard to digest. Did it 8 things about only 8 things only to all people, and every person must endure their 8. Happiness, then sadness. Utility, then loss. Ease, then hardship. And then sickness and well-being. I appreciate that compassion and that understanding, Rose. Let's get your roll for that. And look at it. Rose has gotten another doubles this morning. You're absolutely killing it, Rose. Not only with the quotes and your compassion and appreciation this morning, but on the wall of champions here. You'll be commended a whole bunch of times once we get on the ball and do that live. So did I when I was a minor. What's this say? I dated an older guy when I was 17. Okay. But she was 16 in that movie and he was 35. That's my point. I don't know if that's a good point to make. I don't know if that's what I don't know. But we look at things differently as we get older. I was holding a dance party over like 10 days while my wife is on vacation, and this happens and break my leg. You're going to have to dance the jig in your chair, my friend. Good morning, Brianna Jade. We love you very much. Thank you for hitting that like button. I was told if you tap that screen vigorously, it helps to draw in more brothers and sisters out there. 7 and then 7 again. And then 5. We got one more for you, I'm sure. There's another 7. And then there's a 9. We're going to give you one more freebie. And there's a 5. No dice today, kiddo. They're frozen solid. I hope you're taking the chance to strive against that darkness that consumes us some days. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. I know, LOL, hello, Scott's family. Brianna Jade, hello. Yeah, we appreciate having you in, kiddo. I hope your day is going well. I hope you slept well. I hope you are starting your day with vigor and love so you can take care of those wonderful little babies. My nieces there, Avi and Mari, are actually amazing little human beings. I'm still excited to meet my niece as well. When we get a chance to move on forward and do the next right thing, we'll be able to meet her too. Not just any girl. What are we talking about? Older, not just any girl. Latina girls, dancers are the best they ever. You need one leg, brother. We get you a crutch. You could dance around on that. How's that sound? You keep your vigor and admiration. I'll tell you one thing, my legs hurt today, and I was like, why do my legs hurt? That chunky little bunny's been running around like a vigorous little jackrabbit the last couple days, and he's had me chasing him around the house. He absolutely loves it. And I wake up this morning, it's like crouching around, running, crawling underneath the bed, chasing his little chunky ass. Everyone double tap that screen and subscribe. Well, we appreciate you there, Scott W. Have a great day at work, brother. Triple octuple and tap a Rooney that screen. I heard it's good for you. It's got all the vitamin and minerals that you need for the day if you just push forward and do the next right thing and triple tap, octuple tap that screen and show the algorithm that you enjoy being here in the morning and that you feel blessed and appreciated due to our continuous vigor to push forward and spread love and hope despite the pain in the world. I hope everybody finds that appreciation in their heart as I struggle this morning to find it. With an open heart, I am honestly and openly, as always, doing my best to move forward. And some days are easier than others. Those easy days are blessed by these days where it's a struggle, and that's okay. We got to accept that, the other end of the spectrum. Same to you, Eve. You guys are absolutely amazing. Taking care of each other out there. God bless you all. I wish you all a lovely day. You too, Eve. We appreciate that deeply. Thank you for your sentiment. We're here every single morning doing the next right thing. Some days we're on the ball and some days we're not. That's just how the cookie crumbles. We're in this shit show together, though. We're going to slowly scoop our way out as a team and get this sinking boat back above water. At least for a moment. Today, we're just going to focus on doing the next right thing. We're going to focus on taking care of ourselves and finding the vigor and the vigor inside of ourselves to do what's good for ourselves. Say the thing to the person you love today. If you're struggling with that understanding, believe me, I get it. It's when love's involved, it's hard, but that's how we save the ones we love. And if we can't save them, that's how we save ourselves from the regret of whatever decisions they make, is by saying the thing. And I've learned this the hard way, and it's a little bit of something I want to spread to the world, that no matter how hard it is to say the next right thing to someone you love, say it. If they're struggling with something, help them face it head on. Can you change them? Can you make decisions for them? Absolutely not. But what you can do is not live in regret because of the thing you could have said. It tore me apart when Steve passed. It absolutely destroyed me that I didn't say more. So I said more to Rob, and then I wish I had done more. So I've been put in such scenarios lately where I've done more and said more, and I'm able to just completely wash my hands of it and let it be what it is. Not wash my hands of the regret, and wash my hands of what I have control over. I don't have control over other human beings. I just have control over me. But I can do the next right thing by saying the thing despite how hard it is. By pushing against that feeling that what I am isn't enough, and that I won't be heard, and that it doesn't matter. Well, you know what? Whether it matters or not, it'll matter in the end. Hey, wanted to pop in right quick and say good morning. Let's kick the day ass. Yeah, I got a good one. I'm going to help these lovely Universal Music customers. Awesome. Yes, you do that customer service thing today. Make sure those Universal customers get all the products they need, Jess. And we appreciate you popping in today. It means a lot. Feel free to do the next right thing to the best of your ability today, Jess. Maybe we're probably going to make it an early one today, since we do have this this thing to do today. But it's all right. We came together and did the best we could. Let's slow and steady, nice and easy, get this day off to the best of our ability with compassion in our heart and vigor. Knowing that some days we're the windshield and some days we're the bug. But if we keep pushing forward and appreciate everything that we're given, we can move strongly into this world and spread hope and compassion for our brothers and sisters out there. Gasper, we should teach the young of what the grandparents and great-grandparents grew up with, and the value that they have taught from early age. First, to respect everyone and not to disrespect. I think that respect is something that we're slowly losing in this world. If we had respect for each other, it wouldn't be this circle jerk sometimes. People just take responsibility, and we could move forward, and everybody could be safe, everybody could be compassionate. That's just not how the world works. Sometimes I'm confused and boggled by it still, even though the world's proven to me over and over again that this is what it is, and I got to accept that. And it's part of the lesson. No matter what, no matter what, you don't have to let my grandchildren on social media. I think that there's a little bit too much of that with younger children today, consumed by this digital thing. What happened to going outside and playing? That defined me as a younger man. Watching all these children in front of a screen is something, and I think it's an awesome thing. I think to a certain extent, but every medicine becomes a poison if we allow it. Every medicine can become a poison, without a doubt, if we overutilize it. And I know myself, being addicted to this technology, it is not the best thing. Same, James. Ooh. We're growing up. This thing is bad enough. It's a crazy thing. Get the young ones out there and break them away from the phone. Take them somewhere and insist that on the way there's no phones and we have a conversation. Get there and do this physical thing, whatever it may be, the bounce house or this jump stadium or a national park, something like that. Get them out there and help them understand this great wisdom that our grandfathers and great-grandfathers and mothers had given us. It's an uphill battle for sure. but we do it together, and it's worth the struggle. You know, my nieces and nephews don't necessarily like it. You know, my rule is always, we driving in the car, we chat with each other. You keep me company. You're my co-pilots, and I don't want to see the phones in your hands and just ignoring me as I take you to wherever I'm taking you, because it's not all about the destination. It's about what we do together on our way there. It's about spending the quality time that might not necessarily be a thing. You know, take them to a park like this and just kind of sit by the water and enjoy, and help them understand that there's something beyond that screen out there. We all get trapped in it, even me. I didn't grow up with it. I couldn't imagine growing up with it in my hands, and the struggle that it would take to walk away from it, to stand up. Oh, there she is. How you doing, Onyx? It's good to see you this morning. I'm glad you're around. I hope you're doing well over there in Scotland Yard. I hope everything's going good for you this probably afternoon over there. I'm assuming it's not morning, but it's good to see you in again today there, Onyx. Onyx Rain, our friend from Scotland. We appreciate you today. We're talking about pushing forward and not listening to the whisper. This whisper that becomes a roar when we allow the darkness of the world to consume us. This abyss of loneliness and broken nature that comes along with this hopelessness that we find ourselves in when we don't reach out to our brothers and sisters, when we don't take care of ourselves physically, when we don't take care of ourselves spiritually, by listening to good music, by eating something that's not toxic for us, by drinking enough water. These are all things that I struggle with as an adult. They all seem simple, right? Are you still in California? Are you talking to me? I haven't been to California yet there, Rose. That's on the agenda. New York. Yes, we are in Bridgeport, New York at the moment. Not too far from my place. But with love and appreciation and vigor in our heart, we're going to figure out a way to get back to Indiana to help Sally with everything she's got going on. And then, yes, we'd like to move west and check out a couple things. Slab City and Omega Mart are on my list of things to do. Amazing places. I've never been to Vegas, but I'm not too much of a gambler. A gallon of water every day. I need to start making a goal. I got a thermos that I should fill in the morning. You know, it's just I should do that. I should definitely do that. I appreciate that thing, the advice there that you're giving this morning, Scott W. Thought I was in Cali. No, New York. We got back here recently. We will be headed that way. Rose, where are you at? I think you've told us, but it's hard to keep track of all these things in this way. We're working on starting a Discord as well, guys. If you want to get over there and check out what's going on, you can chat with us. We're going to play some games and whatnot, or however that works. I haven't even figured out that. I barely figured this out. I'm not a technology guy. I'm surprised that I can make money doing what I do. You're strong to drink that much. It takes strength and vigor. And you're right, God is good there, Ghost. God of your understanding is a beautiful thing, my brothers. If you're out there and you haven't found your niche, and you feel like you're lost and broken and nobody understands, you're in the right place. You know, I strive to find my niche for a long time, and I still strive. I'm still on the outside looking in a lot of ways, but I'm not going to let that consume me, because there's a lot of my brothers and sisters out there that feel the same exact way. What is that? And I don't want anybody to feel alone out there. Nobody knows, nobody you know. What part of New York are you in? I'm in Suffolk County. I don't think that's too far from where I'm at. I'm in Onondaga County. I got some downtime today. Went to say hi, everyone, and have a great day. About to laser some eyes. Bree. Doing that good work out there for our veterans, Bree. It's funny, you bring back that thought into my mind of the veterans. You know, I really think that in the future, I'd like to grow this idea of doing the next right thing and being associated with the Veterans Association, so that we can find people in need that might need help, that might need their lawn mowed or some drywall patched or a little bit of this, a little bit of that I can do for them to keep my hands busy and do the next right thing. Maybe you could help us figure out how to get a hold of somebody, since you're associated with the VFW, the veterans, in what you do. I'm not sure if that's a thing. Gasper, Rose, get water, and that will be easier for you to drink water. Get Rose, get water. Okay, and there's some scented water. For me, ice water is what I really love. Ice water. Pray for me. I got caught today. I got court today. I'm trying to change my life around and become a changed man for my family. Ghost, we pray for you, brother. You do the next right thing, and you embrace that compassion and love, and don't listen to that whisper. Don't listen to that whisper today. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's there. Especially in this moment of struggle and trial. But you are doing the next right thing in this moment, and that's what you should be judged by. That the past is the past, and we have to figure out a way to let that be what it is, so we don't distort the block that we're setting in front of us right now. We need to set a positive block in front of us. There are a lot in need, Bree says. That would be absolutely amazing, and then everything's time versus money. But if we can get this next right thing rolling, I'll put as much into it as I can so that I can do what is, for these people who are in need. And I appreciate you backing up that idea, Bree, because it's been something we've been tossing around for a while when it comes to the next right thing. Like how after we help Sally out, I would really like to help out some people in need that might be in Sally's scenario. Thank you very much, Ghost. We appreciate you coming in today, and you give me vigor and appreciation, knowing that our love could touch at least one of our friends out there and help them push through and do the next right thing. You do what you got to do for your family today, my brother. Ghost Rain, pushing through, especially coming from a dark place, can actually be horrendous. And we have compassion in our hearts because we've been there. We've made the wrong choice, and we've ended up in that dark place, and we've let ourselves down, and it's time to set all that aside and focus on this moment. The store Mo or the store brand is good. I'm not sure exactly what we're talking about. It means a lot. I'm glad it does, man. You just gave me the vigor and understanding. Scott W. coming in, our standard friends coming in, that's all that matters. Sometimes small and intimate is better so that we can truly have a conversation and come together with love and respect in our heart. And I'm glad that it means a lot to you, Ghost. We want to help you out there. We want to help you push forward and do the next right thing despite where we've been at, despite where we might be going. Despite the pain and anguish in this world, we can push forward and become something more through love and compassion. I believe that completely. Some days I'm a little bit more vigorous about it, and it's a little bit more catchy, I think. But that mask is a heavy mask, and I've been wearing it for a while now. Putting on these shows in the morning, can take a toll on you eventually, and maybe that's part of today too, and that's okay. We appreciate you, KS. Hello, Onyx. We all got a lot going on, Onyx, and there's no reason to apologize. You're here now, and that's what matters. Exactly when you need to be, and it's a blessing to see you in this day. And oh God, I can't even talk today. Blessing to have you in today, my friend, as we push forward, doing the next right thing despite the struggle that makes us stronger. We ask for strength, and then the struggle comes, and we smite this struggle, and we fight against it, thinking that we're alone, and that that we're not getting what we need because it's not what we think we want in this moment. That's absolutely amazing, James. You're a great. KS, hello. How you doing? You want to roll the dice this morning? Do one of the things. One of that thing there, that thing there, that thing there. Take a chance. Get onto the Wall of Champions. Get plastered on the Galactic Avenger. Feel free to give us a quote that has something to do with pushing against the struggle in this world and doing the next right thing. Being vigorous about having love and compassion in our heart and slowing ourselves down when we get into that place of anger and frustration that causes us stress and anxiety. If you know anything about this pain, you're in the right place. That's the reason we come together in the morning, to spread hope through the pain, through the struggle, that there's a way out, that anybody who's hurting us, most likely they're hurting us because they're in pain. So we have to have compassion for that person. That doesn't mean allow them to steamroll us. It doesn't mean allow the world to just fold you into small little pieces because they're in pain. It means standing up strongly against that and acknowledging that human being's pain and hopefully helping them alleviate it. And if not, letting them know that you're strong enough that you won't take it because you don't deserve that boulder that they're trying to pass you. Mr. Wonderful. Massively in love, Mr. Wonderful. We appreciate you being in love. Must be an amazing human being for you to come on here and just pronounce that so vigorously, and that's awesome, Mr. Wonderful. We appreciate that. Just remember, all of these two, this too shall pass, my friend. You know, and we must find, hopefully that love is for yourself. Hopefully you're filling your cup first, because I know from personal experience, I have in the past tried to fill my cup with this passionate love for others, and you know, without even defining what that love is or what I want or what's good, you know, just assuming. And that could be a very tragic place to end up, fighting our own battles, but I hope you overcome your struggle. Thank you. We are going to overcome the struggle, without a doubt. We're going to push forward as a team. Much love and joy and peace to you too, Random One, Ghost Rain. Shout out to my indigenous people, my brothers and sisters. Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to all the indigenous people in this world and the love and light they bring into it. Thank you very much. I think that's absolutely amazing that we can do that. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters and their points of view as well. Always forgive, show compassion to your hearts. Feel it, please know you are never alone. KS, we appreciate that. We'll take that as a quote, and we'll roll the dice for you today. Despite the struggle, we're going to push through and do something different with ourselves. We're going to move forward in our jackassery, this shit show that we call life. We're going to push forward together with vigorous, adamant determination to do the next right thing. Together in this moment, having our coffee, starting our day off right. KS, let me roll the dice for you. That's Snake Eyes. Feel free to nominate a roll with KS. Someone in the chat we could roll for. This is what I always thought when I was little, that every bully was once bullied, and everyone that means was once hurt by others. It's a true fact, you know, and I know that because I've spread pain through my pain. That's what I grew up in, and that's what I knew before I met Hawanase. That's all I knew, is to pass the pain along, you know, and hurt you more than you've hurt me. You're gonna pass me a boulder, I pass you a bigger one. But that just means that eventually the whole world gets crushed by this boulder of pain, and we're trying to alleviate that and spread love and hope. We appreciate you, James Rose, and it turned out that it was true. Yeah, and these things that hit our heart so firmly, mostly end up true. You know, it's amazing that you had that realization. You know, we have these realizations sometimes, we don't understand where they came from. I knew there was something better, and I put out there, I didn't know what it was, and that's the lesson of the day. You know, put out there what you need in life, and it'll come to you in ways that you could never imagine, that exceed your greatest expectations. I could have never expected that as a young man, when I knew there was something different than this thing that I was wrapped up in, that I would be given a father and brothers that were so amazing, that could help me find a place in my heart to spread love and appreciation despite the pain that I came into this world in. Awesome, Casper. Well, join us on there and help me figure it out. Right now, Crank has got the Discord going, and he's maintaining it for now, and I'm slow and steady getting used to it. But again, I'm not a technology guy, but we'd appreciate you jumping on there. Again, I would like my monitors. We have a little space on there for the three of us to have a chat. Maybe we could figure out what works for all three of us sometime, and we can have a nice chat. That would be actually amazing to hear these voices that put in so much work, so we can get to know each other a little bit better and define what we're doing here in a way that can help us all learn and grow and spread this appreciation that we're working on spreading. And know that today is going to be whatever it's going to be, you know, and I have to accept what I am and how much energy I have, you know, and be okay with it, you know, and I hope that you guys are okay with it. I hope that, you know, we can touch the hearts that need to be touched today, and we can move forward with love and respect and appreciation, you know, for what today brings, for what today is in this moment, despite what it's been in the past. We can't judge today on yesterday. We have to act like yesterday didn't happen to a certain extent, so that we can judge today on what it is. And that's what I'm doing. I'm appreciative to have our 21 friends in here today, joining the group, becoming fellow travelers, hopefully, and you know, experiencing the hope and joy that comes along with living the life that you define for yourself, despite what the world tells you you should have. Yeah, I am not I put some photos on my channel and just got some real dirty and inappropriate comments. I can only imagine, MD. But if you want to download Discord, you could download it just to chat with us, and it doesn't have to be a thing. Beyond that, if you don't want it to be, I just got it sitting there so I could chat with Crank and watch his wife play games, and we chat a little bit. It's nice to just kind of sit there while we play games or they play games and have a nice conversation. MD, sending love to MD. That's awesome. Rain, Onyx, we appreciate you, Onyx Rain. And there's the Discord right there. That's on there. We'll pin that one. This way, if anybody... What the... Pin message. There we go. Did that work? I think that worked. We pinned the message, so if anybody's interested in joining the Discord, everything's different on a daily basis. That's the thing. We can't judge today on yesterday. We have to judge today on today and for what it is. And tomorrow we'll have the energy and vigor to move forward and do something more. I pray for my friends over there. They must have a lot going on. We have a couple people that have, I haven't gone out and shown you the creek so far because we do have a gentleman over there that's the Whisper. Crank just sent me something about the Whisper on Discord. We're gonna start getting into that a little bit more so we can communicate in a different way. It looks like our brother over there has got someone picking him up, so we can go over there and check out the creek here in a minute if you guys want to. I didn't want to invade his space. It looked like he must have had a rough night, and I didn't want to invade his privacy over there where he might have spent the night. I want to have compassion and love for what this person's going through and not expose them to anything that might be uncomfortable for them. But now it looks like our brother over there is getting picked up, and that's absolutely amazing. I hope he's finding a place for compassion and love in his heart. I hope he's in a great place. I hope you're all in this place of love and compassion despite where you're at. Take Scott W as an example. Be 1% better today. Scott W, we appreciate you being adamant about that despite the situation you're in, and that means the world to us. It means the world to me, my friend. Have a great day, Rose. You have a great day, Rose. We appreciate you coming in. We appreciate everybody and your point of view, helping us learn and grow, become something more beyond our wildest dreams through compassion, love, and appreciation. Despite my worn down nature this morning, we're going to push through, and we're going to do the best we can. If you can send a little love my way, would be very much appreciated. A little tap, tap, Rudy, tap Rudy too. A little tip, tap, toodle would be absolutely amazing. I see they're coming out with a Happy Gilmore too, and I seen something on Facebook where they are looking for extras. So I clicked on that, and I took the chance. I rolled the dice. Maybe they'll call me. Maybe we'll be extras in the new Happy Gilmore movie, and we can honor that philosophy of just giving her a little tappy roomy. Like, why won't you go home, ball? You remember Adam Sandler has absolutely brought a lot of light into my painful youth, and I appreciate that very much. We got a wave sticker notification from the Discord. I am going to figure out how to do that. Well, we're working on it right now. What is that? It says sour. I believe that is pushing forward and having compassion and love for ourselves and our brothers and sisters. Acknowledging what today is and be okay with it, despite what yesterday might have been and our expectations for today. Expectations breed resentment, especially when those expectations are on ourselves and what should be in our lives. So keep that close to your heart today. That wisdom from Hawanase will help us push forward. Maybe I feel a little bit better using that name because he was so humble. He didn't like to be acknowledged. He liked to be in the background doing the next right thing, and that's just not my style. I want to step right up front and make sure that this message of love and compassion is heard. The cardboard sign, Sour, is all about taking your chance and rolling the dice. It says you like there, Sawa. Right? You said you like, so we rolled the dice for you. You hit a 10 or a double like that, and then we put you on to the Sea of Champions here, and then we're going to plaster you on the old Galactic Avenger. We're going to probably do a different way than that because that poly was a pain, and I don't think it's going to last as long as we hope. But we appreciate you in, Sour. It's great to make your acquaintance, and we appreciate you taking the chance and rolling the dice this morning. Become part of the crew and spread love and compassion in your life for the people around you. That's what we're trying to do for ourselves first, then our families, then our communities. Join the Discord there on the bottom that Crank has set up for us so we can continuously spread this love in a positive way. I'm going to do my best to kind of get into that, and hopefully we can do the next right thing together, guys. Let's get out of this car, take a little walk. How's that sound? Take our keys with us, make sure I got everything else that's whatever, and let's move forward. Let's go down to the creek and take a look, take a listen, and be connected to Mother Earth in a beautiful way. First, we'll do a little roundabout for anybody who might be new. The old Galactic Avenger here, and the art that I spread into this world with confidence, because I spent so long being incompetent, yes, that too, but being inconfident about the art I spread into this world. If you're an artist, if you express yourself in any way, woodwork, burning, acrylics, ceramics, love, respect, and honesty, spread that into the world in a positive way, and it'll surely make it a better place one step at a time. Whatever you are, be a good one, and just keep pushing forward. And we here love venison. If you don't, that's understandable, but we give respect and appreciation for these things. As part of the Native American wisdom is to give thanks for that life that was given so that we may withstand. Our bunny stickers here are getting a little fadey, but we got the big one on the other side. How you doing this morning, brother? And we're doing quite well. I hope you have a blessed day, my friend. Take a walk back and see what's going on. This is a nice little park back here that I didn't even realize was here. I grew up right in the park across the way, and oh wow, the creek is up today. James, we might have found our spot for the for the raft. A little bit rapid today, so we have to let that calm down. We don't really have a motor or a way to control it. We'll have to get some oars out at Randy's house and come back and give the old camper boat a whirl here in the creek. Almond Memory Park. Less than amazing human beings that love this place. But yeah, absolutely amazing and beautiful. A good place to give thanks, be appreciative this morning for what we have. It's an absolute amazing world if we allow it. It's a tragic, dark place if we make it, and vice versa. We have to take this world for what it is and give thanks and appreciation for the beauty that surrounds us. I actually grew up playing in this creek, not necessarily this park. There's a place down the way maybe we'll check out. Maybe we could do one of our lives where I used to play in this creek as a child. But absolute beautiful place here. And water's flowing a little bit vigorously this morning. It's been a while since I've been down here, so maybe this is the norm. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in today. What is that? Sour. Rose by Rose Shortcake. Sour. This is a creek here in Bridgeport. I am actually in love with you. Mr. Wonderful, we appreciate it. We love you too, my friend. We appreciate you being in, kids. It looks great. Isn't it absolutely amazing? A good place to center ourselves and find hope and compassion, love and appreciation for who we are. We might be able to put the camper boat right there. Seems pretty calm. Give us a little spot to see if it'll float. But yeah, let's take a little spot, take a little seat. Slow down, slow and steady. Right here by the water this morning. Give thanks and appreciation for this beautiful gift of love and light that we've been given. Find yourself a little spot in nature where you can slow yourself down today. Join us as we find that center of appreciation, love, and respect in our hearts. This beautiful little place. Yeah, there's a nice little calm little lagoon right here that I think we might be able to put that camper boat in the water. Wait till you see the car. Yeah, right? Trying to read everybody's comments is a question. Maybe we should take pictures so that we could put it on the back together. We should put, on the Discord. Maybe if you go into my playlist, The Galactic Avenger, you'll be able to see that. Ghost Rain. Soon I heard my mom OD behind Target. It crushed me. Got me thinking I could have saved her, knowing my mom's gone, the pain I carry around every day. That here's the thing, I know all about that pain, Ghost. I lost both my brothers to their addiction, and I still struggle sometimes with what could have, should have, and would have been done if I had the strength. But have compassion for who you were when that happened. Have compassion for for what tools you had in the moment, and take that to heart. You know that we can do better next time, and we honor your mother and my brothers on their journey by saying the thing that needs to be said when it needs to be said, my friend. You know, and if you didn't have the strength the last time, that's okay. We only have the tools we have in the moment. We're gathering those tools now, so next time we can handle this situation a little bit different. And my heart goes out to you, Ghost. My brother's mother and my aunt and my cousin and all these other people that I love, my father, are with your mother there, waiting for wanting us to hope and love this world, despite the pain that took them out of this world. You know, they want us to become something more. Little corner of paradise. It is. It's a beautiful little slice of paradise here. I did it. What did you do, MD? Did I miss something? Watching the sunrise here would be absolutely amazing. Maybe we should get here a little bit early. We're going to start our days a little bit earlier. I'm gonna figure out a way to get some rest so that I can be on the ball and we can start. I'm on the Discord. It starts. Everyone needs to join the Discord channel. There's only 7 people on the channel, including myself, so we're done with the stream. We can continue the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I know nothing about it. This is something we're growing and learning, just like the channel. It'll take some time, and we have to let it be what it is. Thanks to everyone. Thank you, Ghost. You gave me a sense of appreciation despite you know, what I thought it should be today, because it's a reminder that we're exactly where we need to be together. In this shit show that we call life. I appreciate you sharing your struggle, and know that you're not alone. Know that we can learn from this struggle and become something more, Ghost. And again, I send love to your mother on her journey. I'm sure she was an amazing human being, as my mother was. You know, and it sounds like she was in a lot of pain, trying to alleviate that pain in the best way she knew how, because she didn't have the tools, just like my mother didn't have the tools. So we honor them by giving thanks in the morning, and try to spread these tools of love, hope, and appreciation over a cup of coffee so that we can handle it a little different. I'm deeply sorry that you feel that regret and remorse, but I understand it. I understand that regret and remorse of being able to, you know, wishing we could have said something more, you know, but all we can do is do something a little different and have compassion on ourselves. When Steve passed, I held a lot against myself because I didn't say a thing. And when Rob passed, you know, I held some stuff against myself, but I didn't hold as much because I said a little bit more. And I'm at the point now where there was a loved one that was struggling deeply, and I said it all to them in a way that allowed them to change their life, and it gave purpose to the loss that came before, because I did something different, because I learned from it. No matter what happens with this person that I love, I know I have no control over it, but I know I don't have to live in that regret, because the lessons learned through the loss and the pain that I've felt, you know, through going through their passing. So, you know, I hope that helps a bit, my friend. I know that life is a struggle. I know that understanding these things and finding purpose can be hard, but we're in this shit show together. We only dance, he says. MD, I hope you're not my girlfriend's husband. I hope so. You said you had 400 of them online. They're coming for you, brother. You better watch out. Our grandpa James, our grandpa OG James, doing the next right thing, being an amazing human being here every single morning. We appreciate having you in. And they only dance, he says. We only dance. What's wrong with that? Can we do a little dancing in our life? Can we have a little love? Do a little ditty? Get down tonight. Find joy and happiness in our life despite these tragic things that have happened, despite the loss that we've had, despite the regret we feel. When we come together and we appreciate these things, it defines us in a way that can change everything for us. And I believe that completely. Without a doubt, I believe that we can become something more through this pain, especially if we bond together and figure out the medicine so that we act differently next time. You know, and then that's what gives my brothers honor, is the fact that, you know, I may not have done what I thought I should have done, but I can't control the past. I can't go back and know what I know now and do what I would do as the human being I am now, because I didn't have these tools. I didn't go through this struggle at that point to know what should have been said, to know that I needed the vigor in my heart to say the thing. So I beg you out there, if you have someone in pain and someone who's lost and broken, reach out and say the thing that needs to be said so you don't have to live in regret. You may not be able to save them, you may not be able to change the world, but you can change your actions in this moment so that you don't have to live in the regret and pain that me and my brother Ghost here feel in this moment for the loss that we've had. But we let this flow through us, and it makes a difference in the world if we just accept it and know that love can triumph, that we can learn from these lost things. We can learn from what your mother went through and what my brothers went through, my mother went through, and my aunts, and all these amazing people that came before us, these people that struggle with addiction and loss and grief, these people that struggle with these things that are so intense, and they don't reach out and they don't ask for help, and it's absolutely, it's an appalling thing. It is a beautiful place here, Ghost, and we appreciate having you, and it's a beautiful day, especially since you're in showing love, compassion, appreciation, and hope. You are a pillar in this little community that we're growing here, and we appreciate having you. Everybody who wants to come in and show love and appreciation and learn and grow today deserves that growth, deserves that respect and love, and to know that there's a way out. There's a way beyond this pain and struggle through acceptance and appreciation. A little piece of wisdom here, guys, if you're interested in it. I don't know, this is what I was told and I'm not sure, but these little bells right here are a good anti-inflammatory. Something a good friend of mine told me, just crush that little guy up and rub it on your skin, and it does alleviate itching for sure. It's supposed to be good for bee bites and rashes and whatnot. I'm not sure exactly what it was called, but a good friend pointed that out to me a while ago, and it seems to have helped. Slow down. Let's slow down and enjoy the beauty of the world. Take a second to acknowledge the small things and how they grow into the biggest parts of our lives if we allow them. Download the free app to identify plants. That'd be awesome. I should download that app. I got a book, but yeah, the app would probably help us out quite a bit. I will download that app, and we'll get a little bit more information. We can spread some love and knowledge. I just spreading a little bit of, I seen this little bell here, and it reminded me of my good friend who gave me that knowledge, and it's a beautiful little flower. Take that beauty with you today. That's yours. Move forward with the understanding of love and respect. Yeah, and thank you for coming in today. And it gives me solace to know that it might not be what yesterday was, but it's exactly what it needs to be in this moment, Ghost, because you're here expressing yourself, and we have a new brother with an open heart out there who's going to heal and grow, and who's going to get past this feeling of shame and regret and stop owning it, man. It's not yours. You didn't do that. You did the best you could with what you had in that moment, brother, and I struggle with that thought sometimes, with my brothers and what they went through, and how I couldn't save them, and how Steve saved me when I was in that painful place of wanting to leave this world, and how I missed him by just a couple minutes, and I felt so self-absorbed because I was taking care of what I thought I should take care of, and Steve was going to be all right, and then he wasn't. Tomorrow might not come, my friends. So if you have someone out there you love, and you think it's going to be all right, and eventually it'll work out, and there's nothing you can do about it, there might be nothing you can do to change it. But if you say the thing, you won't have to live in regret. You won't have to be consumed by this dark abyss of pain and loneliness, and own the pain that I know my brother out there has been owning for too long, Ghost. We're going to let it go together, and we're going to find a way through it as a community. And we're going to keep growing this sense of love and compassion through our actions. We're going to get on the road eventually and travel and see nice things and beautiful things together. We have to struggle in this moment to push forward and know what we want in our heart. And that can be a hard thing to acknowledge, especially when we've been through so much pain and we feel like we don't deserve love, respect, and honesty, for whatever reason. We were brainwashed into this thing, and you don't deserve it, my friends. Without a doubt, you don't deserve it. Mr. Wonderful. Well, we appreciate you, Mr. Wonderful, but that's a little intense. Let's gear it back a little bit. We had just met, and we might not be on the same page with that, my good sir. Not that I judge, but we appreciate the friendship and camaraderie. Become a fellow traveler. Join the journey. There's some amazing places that we've already visited, and we're going to go to so many more amazing places because we're going to keep pushing through together. We're going to find love and compassion in our heart for the child that went through these things. You know, if it happened yesterday, you're 1% better today because you learned from yesterday, and then that's a huge thing. Boogie Wild D Hoodie. No, Boogie Wild D Hoodie. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't believe MD did. MD, is she even in here? She gets rid of when someone says, "Hey, Daddy," but she doesn't get rid of that. She must not be in here. MD wouldn't appreciate that too much, Mr. Wonderful. I'll take it with stride and as a compliment, But just know that you might be barking up the wrong tree, brother, when it comes to that kind of thing. But hope, love, and compassion is something that we have here for you. Slow down. Reflect in this moment. I give thanks to Creator for this beautiful place. I give thanks for the struggle and the pain that brought me here, because without that struggle and pain, I couldn't be who I am in this moment, to spread this love and appreciation and compassion to this group of friends that I reach out to today. Thank you to a God of your understanding for blessing us with this morning. Even if you feel like you've been pushed away and you fit nowhere, I know that feeling. You know, we can take this sense of pain and regret upon ourselves because we've tried different avenues that work for people, and we can beat ourselves up about it. And it can be a dark, lonely place. You know, it doesn't need to be. We don't need to hold on to that regret, pain, and sorrow. We can let that go and understand that our path just lies somewhere else, that Creator knows that we're strong enough to handle these things, and we have to go through them so that we can acknowledge our brothers and sisters' pain out there. I had to go through all these things. I was never truly folded into anything. I always felt like I was on the outside looking in, and that's given me this compassion, love, and appreciation and hope. Please, somebody comment so I know that we didn't freeze up down there. Take a minute. Slow down. Be appreciative for this moment and this place, this wonderful world. Onyx is with us. We appreciate you, Onyx. Find a comfortable little spot where you can reflect on the gifts we've been given. Acknowledge the love and hope that is out there in this world, despite the struggle we go through, despite how our physical being might feel in this moment. It's a beautiful world. Just to open ourselves up a little bit. Know that we deserve this beauty and respect and love. It's going to be hard when we're bombarded by pain and loss and grief. We come together and give thanks in the morning for all these beautiful things we take for granted. The simple gifts that we've been given. The earth beneath our feet. This beautiful creek, and this moment where we can spread love and hope from that pain and fire I used to destroy myself by turning myself into alcohol, turning myself to alcohol. Now I'm a new, changed man because of my family's love. Now I've found you guys, and you give me hope and feel welcome. Definitely, Ghost. Definitely. That's what we're here for, and thank you for giving me meaning to this day. I have to admit that there were some insecurities about the way the day was rolling, because I was comparing it to yesterday. But it doesn't need to be that way. We don't need to compare ourselves to yesterday. We're exactly where we need to be today, despite the blessings or what we see as the lack thereof. It is quite an amazing place. Anto, Sino and Anto, we appreciate you coming in today. Appreciate you sitting with us for a while, finding compassion and love for yourself in this sea of pain and anguish we find ourselves in. Don't hold these things against ourselves. We can't control anything that anybody else does. We can define our actions and do something different to give value to whatever pain we went through. I know that for sure. That's helped me to grow beyond this resentment and pain and resentment for myself. I held deeply for the longest time this resentment for myself, for what I should have done for my brother, how I could have been a better brother to both of them, how I could have been a better son when the occasion arose, but I did everything that I could do with the tools that I had in that moment. And it's going to be all right. Everything's going to be great. It's going to be a beautiful day. The only easy day was yesterday. Sometimes it feels that way, my brother. Sometimes it feels that way. And on days like this, we pull together and we give appreciation and hope and compassion, despite the way the day plays out, despite how we slept last night, despite where we woke up. Because if we're 1% better today, eventually we're going to be at a place that's beyond our wildest expectations. You know, push forward and at least maintain that. You know, if you can't get 1% better, you know, just maintain where you're at and know that tomorrow will bring the strength to get to that 1%. I appreciate you, Ghost Rain, more than I can say. You've given me purpose today, understanding and appreciation through my struggle, through my anger, through my frustration for how the way the world plays out. Knowing that we can come together and acknowledge this pain has allowed me to grow in a way that wouldn't be possible without all of it, without every last little bit of it. And now we're here together, giving thanks and being appreciative in a way that sends love to our ones who have gone on ahead. I hope I'm wearing my favorite shirt today. Not my favorite shirt, but I think I'm doing all right. Wearing my favorite hat today in honor of Big Digs. Find a spot. You know, sometimes it can feel like we're on the outside looking in and that there's no way out. Believe me, I understand that feeling probably just as well as any of you out there, and I strive to heal that pain in the world. You know, even when I'm in pain and I'm struggling, I want so badly to alleviate that pain so that in some way I can heal the world. Autumn is right around the corner. It is, and if we're still up here during that season, maybe we'll take a run up to the Adirondacks and check out the foliage. It's absolutely amazing when it changes. Thank you. We appreciate that comment. S and A. Yeah, this is quite a spot here. This is the creek running through Bridgeport, and there's the bridge down there in Bridgeport, New York. We'll take a ride over sometime and we'll check out the spot I used to play in this creek down the way a couple miles, right across from the park I grew up in, the Vale Park. Today we're just going to take it slow and steady. Be appreciative and accepting for how the world is despite our expectations. It can be a hard thing to do. Hold on to that. Hold on to the lessons learned today. Some days we don't have the vigor to express ourselves in the way that we wish we could express ourselves. I'm kind of struggling with that today. I wish I had the energy. I wish I had the vigor and determination that I have some days. It's just, we have to accept where we're at in this moment. Hello, how are you all? I think we're doing all right, Ann. We're coming together and doing the best we can to learn and grow. It's great to see you in, and we appreciate the hello. We appreciate the acknowledgement of love and appreciation that you bring into this world. It's a beautiful view. Taking this opportunity to appreciate Mother Earth and her glorious nature. Slow down for a minute before we go help out a good friend and appreciate what this moment is. It's Anne Marie. Sorry, Anne Marie. I should know better. I do my best with what I've got. I hope you do the same. crazy world out there, guys. Love your brothers and sisters. No problem. Well, I appreciate that. I suppose it's about time to move forward today. I've got a friend to help, places to be, things to do beyond what we've got going on here, which is a blessing. We'll mosey our way back to the Galactic Avenger. Maybe give you another preview if you'd like. Check out the old camper car. I'm very thankful and blessed to be here today and letting it be exactly what it is. Don't allow our expectations to crush what today is. Don't allow today's struggle to destroy the love in your heart. Don't allow that resentment and regret of what you could have done destroy you, because you only did exactly what you could do in that moment. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Believe me, I know, because I could have done more. I could have been better. These thoughts, they're lies. The whisper tells us you couldn't have done anything than exactly what you did, and it brought you here in this moment. And it's hard to swallow that pill. It's hard to take that medicine. But I implore you to do so. Push through the struggle and fight that darkness and that whisper that consumes us all so completely. Hold on to your brothers and sisters and the compassion and love they bring into this world, and respect the compassion and love you bring into this world, despite your pain. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Chip, chip, chatty-o, and a cup of tea, then. I don't really make fun of you. I just like to make funny noises and feel like a silly son bitch sometimes. But anyhow, another little view of the Galactic Avenger for our friends out there who may just be popping in. This is our camper car. We travel across the country doing the next right thing. At the moment, we're just gearing up for the next big adventure. You ever see that sticker there? If you're in Pittsburgh, you'll catch it on the bridge there. A little disorganized there in the back today. No mattress. But the camper car gets us to where we need to be. Despite her condition and the struggle this old girl's been through, we're going to keep polishing her, keep moving forward, keep giving thanks, keep doing the next right thing to the best of our ability. With that, I truly hope you find love and compassion in your heart for yourself, then your family, then your community. How long have I had that hat? I don't know. I just ran across it recently. I thought I lost it. It might be my brother's hat. A hat like this that I got after he passed. And I thought I lost it. And somehow, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure, to be honest. My brother Steve used to wear a hat just like this, and I got it when he passed, but I thought I lost it a long time ago. But it's funny how these things pop back into our life exactly when we need them. Oh, the car. I thought you said the hat. The Galactic Avenger. A few years now, 3-4 years. I've put about 60,000 miles on it. I bought it off my cousin Jimbo. He was a mechanic, and we keep her running with duct tape and love. She's held together with spray paint and vigor, and she's gotten us all the way to Key West and back. Helped us do a lot of... She's a beauty. I appreciate that, Ghost. We're looking to upgrade so that we can be a little bit more comfortable moving forward, doing the next right thing. Hydrate today, guys. Take care of yourself. Find love and appreciation in yourself today, despite the way we might feel. You know, if you need a little bit more energy and vigor, feel free to check out one of our other lives. There's some days where I feel like I bring a lot of energy and light into the world, and today's not one of those days. But I appreciate the light that everybody's reflected back at me to make me understand that I will always hold on to this hat, always hold on to the memories of my brothers and the love that they brought into this world, not the tragic end that took them out of it. You know, it's hard not to focus on these things, especially when the end can be so traumatic. That last epic moment between me and my brother was a painful one that I give thanks for. I was able to be in his way out, you know, despite the fact that I missed my brother by just a few minutes. I'm never going to hold that against myself anymore, Ghost. And I hope you find a way to not hold against yourself what you're going through. I hope we all find a way to show love, appreciation, and respect for what our brothers and sisters are going through. And with that being said, I'm off like a herd of turtles, my friend. My friends out there in YouTube land will hope for a better day. Wish me some better sleep so I can be on the ball tomorrow, and we can spread a little bit more love and hope into the world as we move forward and do the next right thing. Thank you, Ghost. We appreciate you, all of you. Join us on the Discord. I'm going to get used to it and figure out what's going on there. But, yeah. MD, if you would. I know you're not into social media, but it'd be awesome to be able to hear your voice and have a real conversation with you and my other mods here. But that's up to you. James as well. I know that you're not whatever, but if you could get the Discord downloaded, brother, then we could all have a nice, real conversation. It'd be nice to hear you. All my brothers and sisters out there and the amazing things you do and the people that you are, you keep pushing forward. Keep spreading love and hope despite the struggle in this world. Keep being open and honest despite the amount of vigor you might have for the day. I'm off like a herd of turtles, guys. We'll chat at you tomorrow morning. Same bad time, same bad channel.